walk other places, but this is #1 bestseller along the Discovery Trail. Welcome back. Welcome back to the beginning of 2 months of Canada YouTube videos. You've been waiting for this, haven't you? We're kicking it off with something really, really exciting. Something I've been wanting. Where I like to walk is here in this beautiful park, and the Greater Vancouver area has many walking trails, many walking parks like this. So I've answered you the question, what's this video about? Well, it's about one of my favorite places where I like to go to take a walk. And where it is here in this park, which meanders around a couple of different ponds and lakes. People can ride bikes, people can walk, they can run. We're going to come back over here in just a little bit. There's a beautiful bridge over there. So let's see some of the spots along the way. Maybe we're going to see some ducks, maybe some geese. We might see another animal or two. What's that? Somewhere in here is a crane, a long-legged bird. We might see that as well. Nature of this video? That's your question? What am I doing here in this video? Well, I simply want to show you a beautiful place that I like to walk as often as possible. 1, sometimes 2 times a day. So come on, see some of the highlights.
There's a highway by the bear.
One man, one woman. Oh, beautiful. There you go. They were a little scared. But during these 2 months, May and June, and it's just before May 2026, my plan is to spend as much time as I can making Vancouver, Canada videos. The surrounding area, the Greater Vancouver area, as well as downtown. I plan to do as many festivals as I can and show you some of the highlights, because people where I've been in recent years have asked, why don't you make more YouTube videos about your home country and the home area? And that's what I'm trying to do. Look at these beautiful trees right up here, way up there. Amazing, isn't it? So you can see, now I'm taking my time because I want to film the spots. I want to show you what I see, but I see it at a clip because I do all of this walking in about 1 hour, and I'm taking more time because I want to stop along the way and show you little bits and pieces. And I also am using this as a way of helping people learn English as we do our English lessons one-on-one on Zoom, WhatsApp, Line, Messenger, and other tools that help us help people just like you. Why do I like to walk? Well, walking does all kinds of things that are good for me and for you. In fact, anywhere I travel in the world, I try to take a walk every day at as brisk a pace as possible. Look at this beautiful spot. You see the ducks out there swimming through the water? You'll see the odd fish inside here. We'll be over there after a while. We can show you that better. It's peaceful here. So why? Why do I like to walk? Well, I like to walk because it helps me think. Helps me think about the past 90 days in Vietnam, and then the time I've been back already. And then it helps me to refocus on what I plan to do this coming summer when I return to Vietnam. This time we're going to go see Phu Quoc. That's the plan, and I hope to get over to Cambodia for a few days and much more. But during these 2 months, May and June, and it's just before May 2026, my plan is to spend as much time as I can making Vancouver, Canada videos. The surrounding area, the greater Vancouver area as well as downtown. I plan to do as many festivals as I can and show you some of the highlights, because people where I've been in recent years have asked, why don't you make more YouTube videos about your home country and the home area? People just like you, because you cannot learn English properly from somebody that doesn't have English as a first language, period. They mean well, and they've got university and they own schools, and they can be a supplement. But in order for you to speak proper English, you need somebody like me, Advisor Danny. And I mostly do that one-on-one, remotely, in 15-minute blocks of time, all scheduled. Costs one small cup of coffee. That's all it costs. For every 15 minutes, I have a student that wants to talk with me, helping them learn how to speak proper English, conversation, communication. Here you can see a beautiful spot right here along the walk. Sometimes you can see beavers in here. Right through there. So here we go. We're going to continue along our little walk. We've stopped and seen some of the water sites. I love this beautiful tree up here. Look at this. Getting off here to this little path, see if there's a bear or a deer or anything else hiding back in here. What can we see? I don't know. It could be a dangerous spot. Back in here. No snakes. I don't see any snakes. When I walk in the sun, I feel so much better. All the stress around, the issues that we're faced with, the big things and the little things all seem to disappear, at least for a little while I'm walking. My heart feels better and stronger since my 5 bypass open heart surgery 2 years ago this August. Feeling great, feeling fine, feeling wonderful. That's right. That's right, look at that. You see what's behind me? Amazing. Look. Let's get this. Beautiful. Sun is shining. Blue skies with some cotton candy kind of clouds back there. Look at these trees. Straight up. Beautiful walk in the sun. We have looked at the question, what is the nature of this video? Well, it's a walk where I like to walk on a daily basis, sometimes 2 times. It's the beginning of some new videos. Next video will be planned for Tin Gin Fest in Vancouver. I did it last year. I'm planning to go back. Taiwan people and many others. What, where? Well, along the Discovery Trail, it's called. And beautiful, well-kept paths. Later in June, there will be blackberries that grow along the side of this walk, and they are delicious. I stop and pick and eat and then keep walking. I try to keep at a pace when I'm normally walking and not filming, so I get the maximum elevated heart rate, the maximum good endorphin release. But today I'm taking my time, and it's important. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That's beautiful, isn't it? What do you think? We might have some kind of magical, award-winning thumbnail. Beautiful. That's nature, wild, just growing like the dandelions and the other trees and bushes. These are all blackberry bushes. They'll be dripping, just drenching with blackberries in about 2 months. And they are huge, big, and delicious. So that's where I make the turn and head back. That's the halfway mark for me. I'm doing it in a bit of a different format today because I want to take you off the path and into some of the surrounding areas along the Discovery Trail. And I like to film with different equipment. I'm talking into a phone, an iPhone 10, which is 7-8 generations ago. But it was a gift / partial payment for some work I did. And it continues to be useful because it has a good memory, good processing. Hey, let's go down here and see what we can see. Oh! What's up?
You're a vlogger?
YouTube?
YouTube?
You're going to be on it.
What's your channel?
Advisor Danny. This is a cool bike. Tell me about it. Is it electric?
It's electric, man. It goes about 50.
Wow.
Yeah, I got it for like a pretty good price. I only spent 700.
How much? 700?
Yeah. It's all modded. I'm gonna add like a new handlebar.
Did somebody build this or does this come stock? Does this come from the factory this way?
Not really. There's a little bit more stuff on it, but I took it off.
How long can you ride this? All day?
It has like a range of 60 to 70, I think.
Wow. Very cool. What's the name of this bike?
Register.
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 You guys take care. Thanks for talking to me.
That's so random, man.
You're gonna go far when you take that kind of opportunity with people.
How long have you been doing YouTube for?
6 years.
6 years.
Hey, take care. You're gonna be on this next one. Bye, boys. Ah, that's nice, eh? Got to meet some people. I didn't think I'd be meeting people today on the walk. I mean, I always see some people, but when you're walking, you don't really Look at this little pathway here. You don't really stop and visit with them, you know. You wave and say hi, you're friendly, you do the neighborly thing. Some beautiful ducks in the water. Gotta see, gotta check it out. One man, one woman. Oh, beautiful. There you go. They were a little scared. A couple, a man and a woman, making babies. Staying together. Oh, lovebirds. Now they're ducks. Canadian ducks. They have a good life. Here they get to fly every day and see all of this beauty. Lilies out there blowing back and forth in the wind, and the rushes, the bulrushes over there. And here, although people are not supposed to because it's clearly marked, people will come and sit on this bench and throw seeds. The birds can come and eat. Some children do some beautiful graphics. 2 hearts from a sweetie. All right, let's keep going. Find a place and start walking. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour, hour, longer. Right? And you're going to feel better. You're going to think better. You're going to be better. That's right. I'm not joking you. I get some of my most amazing award-winning ideas out on the walk. And the place I walk to the most when I'm here in this area is along the Discovery Trail. So let's recap as we wind down the walk. 5 W's and 5 senses. Let's talk about that, because I'm also going to use these as cutout shorts for my Advisor Danny English YouTube channel and my individual courses with people just like you, students, children, professionals, lovers, people that want to begin to speak English and want to grow in their English capabilities with other people. Okay, so that's what this is all about. Let's get these 2 babies. It's gonna turn around and hiss at me. No real good place to let the drone rip up there. Wanted to stay low. I'm gonna try one more area, but 5 W's. Okay, what was this video all about? This video was about a place I love to walk when I'm here in Canada. Where? Well, it's along the Discovery Trail, and I walk for about an hour every day, sometimes 2 times, along with about an hour in the gym. Usually take Sundays off. Let the body heal a little bit. Nothing too heavy, just to keep my heart pumping as good as possible, so I can be as good as possible for you. Next, what, where, when? I like to walk when it's sunny, because the sun is your friend. The sun offers all kinds of nutrition, and it's actually the virus killer for both the fake and the real viruses. Funny how the enemy had us locked in our little rooms so we couldn't breathe fresh air and get in the sun. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that politics. We know who's right. Truth is coming out, unfortunately too late for some people. A little bit painfully so. What, where, when? When it's sunny is best. Why? Because I want to live as long as possible with the best possible quality of life. That's why. Because I care about life here, and I'm ready to live, ready to go on to the rest of eternity. But for as long as possible, God has put in me to live. Now, it's like I see something right there. It's the crane. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. It took off. And there it goes. I don't know if we can picture it on either of these cameras. It went to the middle. It was right up here. That's a real shame. Did you see it? Beautiful. Maybe we can pull out something and enlarge it a little bit. Bridge from here to there. This bridge, the bridge from here to there is always crossed one step at a time. I can talk about crossing the bridge, right? But 5 W's, okay? What was this video all about? This video was about a place I love to walk when I'm here in Canada. Where? Well, it's along the Discovery Trail. What, where, when? I like to walk when it's sunny, because the sun is your friend. Why? Because I want to live as long as possible with the best possible quality of life. And we've got one more W, which is who. Who do I walk with? I walk alone. But you know, I'm never alone. There's always somebody with me. Now, he made us, he created us with 5 senses. So let's talk about the senses. When I'm in the park, when I'm on the Discovery Trail, when I'm walking, what do I smell? I often smell trees, pine, and other beautiful smells from nature. Never bad smells, ironically enough. Always beautiful smells. Fresh air. I almost smell oxygen. Oxygen. At least I feel the oxygen filling my lungs. It's good. Life is good. Thank you. What do I taste? Sometimes I taste the sweat falling off my brow, especially when I'm wearing a beautiful hat that I got from the dollar store for exactly $5. Whoa, 100,000 dong, a little expensive. What do I touch? Sometimes I stop and touch a fence. Sometimes I touch a tree. Most of the time, I'm not touching anything. I'm getting in touch with nature, but that's not really using the touching sense. What do I see? I don't usually wear sunglasses. I like to do it for effect in the video and this particular video content, because sunglasses are actually harmful. They block out what you and I need from the sun to trigger things inside of us. Look at this. Somebody built a fort. Pretty cool, eh? They built that fort. Get to Canada. You need to be looking off into the distance, because it also helps on a daily basis recalibrate our eyesight, especially as we age. I'll be 68 this June. Feel about 48. I feel good. I'm very, very thankful for life. What do? We got taste, touch, feel, smell. I think we got all 5 of the senses. So there's the 5 W's and the 5 senses. Smell, Taste. Touch. Ah, hear. One more. I forgot that one. What do we hear? Sometimes hear the ducks quacking, birds overhead. I wonder if I can put up the drone one more time here. I'm going to give it a try. See if it works. Maybe we'll get a view of the water. Yeah, that's good. Taking it into the tree. I'm going to try it this way one more time. Here I am right here. Let me try it this way. I'm trying to get a shot over the There we go. Now we'll get a good shot. That one is you. Nice. Now it's looking for me. Now it sees me. go. I tried the drone thing, but unfortunately there are flight patterns in the way that keep it from flying at a reasonable height, so we'll have to leave most of the good stuff for another video. In any case, I let the Neo drone follow me for a little bit as we wind up this video of my walk in the park. It's what I do on a mostly daily basis, and I wanted to share it with you so that you too might be able to enjoy the place where I get some good oxygen, some good views, some good thoughts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. So friends, that's the walk with some English lessons thrown in. If you want to block a 15-minute or more one-on-one online English for beginners, I'll start with you from scratch and teach you how to speak English, because I think it's one of the most important things you can do in this current day and age. You just have to send me a send me a message and I'll give you the details. It costs one small cup of coffee for every 15 minutes. There's a charge because free doesn't work for everything. All right, you gonna be back for the next video? I mean it, seriously. We're gonna be at a festival. There's gonna be people, food. I think there's gonna be 3 girls dancing. I'm not much into that, but I mean, for the fans, I'll do what I can do, okay? Hopefully it'll be useful and helpful to you. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.